This is a great resource to use at home that children really get into, and I've seen a lot of engagement, language stimulation play with this one toy. You can also do this with small groups. So I've done this at preschools and at daycares. So this is from Kmart. I have taken it out of the original packaging, as you know I do, and I've popped it in a sturdy, clear case just from Officeworks. And I let the children know we're going to play this dress-up game. If they're not as keen or it's the first time they've seen it, I will do some parallel play and some onlooker play so that they can watch. And I might play some of this with their peers so that they can feel comfortable and see that it's a safe environment. So what I'll do is I'll just narrate what is happening. This particular game only came with a girl. I'd be keen to see if they had a boy version as well, and that way I could do his and hers and maybe even give them names of the children in the class. So I might be doing like skirt on. I wonder what I'm gonna have next. So these kind of leading questions really invite children to take a turn. They may point, use their AAC, say some words. And I loved seeing the engagement with this, particularly with one little boy who when I arrived, the feedback I got was that he didn't like sitting down with adults and doing therapy as such. So I just loved seeing him sit down and engage and play and really get into it. I think the tip behind that is really it's important to know not to encroach on children's boundaries and to let them learn and play in their own way. And that is a great tip that I recommend to all parents and educators, because you're going to see them develop in their way when you, I guess, give them space and allow them to do so. So he was really into this game. And I'd, say, oh, let's do some different shoes, different ones, take off, put on. So you could see he was listening and understanding one part instructions, vocabulary, shoes, turn taking. I'd say it's my turn. So he knew when I was taking them off, I wasn't taking the game away. I was just going to have a turn as well. So I'd show the sign, my turn. Oh, pink shorts on. Ooh, I wonder, a jumper or a t-shirt, and he would indicate and help me choose. And then I might even say, can you help put the hat on her head? Can you help put it on? And then he would sometimes put the hat on, and then we could do some imaginative play. He wasn't heaps big on the imaginative play, so I would do that, and I'd do that with some of his peers as well, and they'd have another doll, and we'd do some little basic social things like saying hello, where are you going? And if they had some little plastic food, we'd pretend we're at the shops and buying the food and eating the food. And it's a great way to really engage with the children. So this is one of my favorite toys. I'm sure you can purchase it online. It's just magnetic. It's lightweight, easy to pack away. It's got all your clothing vocabulary, and you can do it one-on-one or in small groups. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to do a short video to answer.